Time for Clips and Quips. Well, after being released from prison, not many want to go back, but a New York man actually sneaked into several New York City jails. He was a convicted sex offender who used phony corrections department credentials to gain entry where he would mingle with inmates for hours. Those visits weren't totally sociable, though. Apparently, at one visit, he assaulted an inmate and stole a $2,500 walkie-talkie. That trip, plus the others, earned him another 10-year trip to prison. Police say he repeatedly sneaked into jail because the people inside were, as he put it, nice, and it made him feel important. So now he's behind bars.
I don't think he needs to go to jail. I think he needs more help than
I would say maybe a therapist.
Yes.
Because if you're wanting to sneak into places and it's a jail, sneaking into places is kind of bad anyway.
It's just a thought, but I think there are nice people other places than inmates in jail and breaking into a jail.
That's true.
I mean,
maybe somebody should have told him that. Now it's too late. Well, a Texas Tech student, I don't know if it's too late for this guy. He'll always remember the day he was able to take a driver's license photo with this on his head, a pasta strainer. Eddie Castillo calls himself a pastafarian and says that if other people are allowed to wear religious headwear, then he should be allowed for that too. Well, it took a month-long battle with the Texas Department of Public Safety for him to get approval. He says pastafarianism was created as a form of satire and should be looked at as a symbol of separation of church and state. After all the publicity, though, the state agency is saying it made a mistake and it'll be contacting Castillo.
This is silly.
Who hopefully will wash that thing before he makes spaghetti the next time.
Or a little pan. It's a kitchen utensil.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Gross. Like,
but he says that in his case it's a religious.
It's not though.
No.
Trying to make a point.
You're saying his argument has.
But it's not. It's for
his
you
argument
to get
has
the
some
water
holes
out of
in
your
it.
noodles.
Oh my gosh. The jokes are starting.
I don't know if he just did that for the attention. Do you think he's just doing it for the attention?
Me?
No. Well, yes, we know that answer. But the noodle thing.
You just fed right into that.
Anyways.
Oh, that was good.
All right. Well, Virgin Airlines is known for coming up with innovative ways to change the flying experience. And look what they've done now. A glass-bottom plane that you can see in these pictures from the airline website. A clear strip made from aviation standard glass takes the place of the traditional aisle and gives passengers a truly bird's-eye view. Cabin crew also will be specially trained to assist with any flyers who may be a bit nervous about traveling on the new aircraft.
It sounds like those flyers would be like me and Jessica.
I don't think you'd pick that plane if you were
I think it'd be kind of
afraid
cool,
of
but
it.
then
Right.
I think it would be cool, but I know people like my mom, she's deathly afraid of flying. I don't think she would set foot on that plane.
You have to get used to it. And how do they keep it like scratch-proof with, you know, heels and all sorts
Bags and
of
stuff?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it'd be neat. I don't know, though. Is this going to cost way more, probably, for this experience?
I would hope not.
I don't know.
You would
I
hope
bet this
not.
ticket goes
Not
up.
such a fight for the window seats
it would be
anymore.
really
Yeah, that's
cool.
true.
Well, a London company has created an electronic remote-controlled tail for humans to show their cheeky side. The creators watched hours of cat video, they said, online to come up with the different models. There's a fast mode for energetic moves, slow for trembles, and also slow wags also. That's another mode for the...
There's a dance mode.
A dance mode, yes. And the last is a selection of all the modes. They're trying to raise funds online to launch this tail commercially. You know, we just talked about The Little Mermaid. I think that guy was on Pinocchio.
It's interesting.
Yeah, well, it's interesting.
Quite
That's
the
true.
job. To sit there and watch hours of cat videos for your job would be...
To create a tail.
You'd be the
for a
talk of the
person.
party if you came with a tail that moved like that.
I think you'd be talk of more than just a party.
Yeah, well, you'd be talk of a news segment, probably.